Well, you know, Tessa, you know, you pulled me off this run I'm doing on the bus. It says you wanted to show me something down at Soulard. What did you actually want to show me?
The melons. I like the melons. You have such a head for these kind of things, you know, melon head, no?
Right. Okay.
I thought you'd be able to help me.
All right.
Let's look at these over here. This is what I'm looking for.
Well, hey, Tessa, I want to still see those melons you're telling me about. Why don't you show me some real good, nice melons?
All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, these look pretty good. No, not that one. I can see better than that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this will do right here. Yeah. Those are kind of even.
Oh, baby, you know, I kind of like those melons. Those melons kind of go along with things here. You know, like nice summer crop. They're real juicy and hard.
You like them?
Yeah, I like those melons like that. I like to feel them. I like to suck on these kind of melons right here. They're pretty good. You know, I kind of eat one of those. They're pretty good. Those
Juicy
are nice,
and
hard.
ripe.
Yeah, juicy, ripe, hard melons.
In season.
Yeah, in season type melons. Great for summer, you know.
You know how you tell when they're ripe?
I don't know.
At least I hear you look at these little, the nipple part here.
Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, nice nipples on them. Yeah, they're real nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those are nice.
But, you know, after a while, they, you know.
Yeah, they kind of fall down, you know. They kind of lose their...
But they're still there, you know. You can still...
They're losing their altitude, but they're still there, you know.
Then they start looking like you're...
Yeah, oh, baby, they're going down to your burn.
Yeah. Yeah, I like these. I think they'll do. What do you think?
Yeah, I think those...
You want to get these?
Yeah, I like those.
Take them home tonight?
Yeah, I'll kind of start sucking on them right away.
All right. We'll do that.
All right. Oh, hey, girl.
We'll take these two.
That's all right.
Can you wrap these?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
He's going to wrap them for me.
Stack them. Here.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're pretty good at that.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing a lot of things. Oh, Lord have mercy.
We're both in the same business, I see.
Amen, brother. Don't rooster kill my hen. You know that?
Can I have my melon?
Back down in Hornersville.
Hi, we're the Horner brothers. I'm the eldest. This is my other brother, Tom, and this is my other brother, Joe. And this is my other mother. And she's the mother of the Horner brothers. And didn't you have something to say there, brother, too?
Oh, yeah. This is the time of the other mother's brother.
Yeah, I got my teeth.
Well, this is an interview with Mother Horner, the mother of the Horner brothers. Well, now you know Mother Horner. Now you know why we're the way we are.
Oh, I wasn't that bad.
You weren't what? You weren't what?
I'm not that bad as you guys
Oh, not as bad as we were?
are. Eugene's the oldest, Tom's the middle-sized pig, and Joe's the baby pig.
What are you calling us pigs now?
Well, that's better than some things I can call you.
And now you know the Mother Horner. Yeah, Mother Horner?
Yeah, I'm Mother Horner. I'm the mother of this Horner group.
Come on, Hogan! You can't hide from me, man!
Yeah, he's gonna take you down.
That's right, I'm gonna break you!
We're down here in South Grand and Hartford, like we normally are, interviewing people looking at this beautiful architect buildings here. It's beautiful South Grand. And I'm here with Officer Friendly. And how are you doing, officer, today? My name's Tom. I'm not going to tell you anything more.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm wanted in 3 states for felonies.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Nice to shake hands with the officer and get away with it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So I say hi
Thank you,
to buddy
officer.
Pete there. How you doing, Pete?
Hello. How you girls doing?
Mistaken.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you trying to do here?
You need to get a haircut. You need to get a haircut. You know that?
I've been told that before.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Worldwide magazine?
Yeah, I watched it quite a few times.
Yeah. Have you heard of Worldwide magazine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
watch it often?
No,
No. You don't know who I am, do you?
no.
We're down here looking for Hoosiers here on Grand Avenue. Hoosiers and white trash.
I don't know.
You don't know. You having dinner out here this evening?
No.
No? What, are you just loafing?
Yeah.
Hey, we found us another Hoosier. Welcome to Hoosier neighborhood, and we want to keep it that way. South St. Louis Hoosiers, right?
Sure.
We'd like to have 2 of these hats. 2 of these, 2 minutes 1. No, I want 2 of these hats. 1 to shit in and 1 to cover it up with. 2 hats in 1.
Yeah, well, you know why I want to leave, don't you?
Why?
Because I'm a South St. Louis Hoosier, too. I was born and raised on Indiana Street 40-some-odd years ago. I've always been a Hoosier all my life, and I always will.
Oh, I like this one here. Oh, man. Oh, what do you think? That's a military type hat, isn't it? Yeah? You think I can get it out of here without him seeing me, Pete? Here, we'll camouflage it. Camouflage it. Okay, let's go. You're not looking. Let's go. Okay. Cashier's not back there. You wanna hit the register too? Oh, no, Oh. Okay, they ain't recognizing the hat, are they? Oh, there she is. There's the cashier. How much is this hat?
I think there's a price tag in there if you take a look.
Not that one, this one.
I think you take down the wrong one.
Oh, I came in with this one. What do you think about the South Grand strip along here? I think it's really nice. Do you?
Oh, it's great. Good restaurants. That's why we're here.
Good food?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good food.
Do you think there's Hoosiers living along here?
That camera. Get away from me now. I'll sue you. I'll sue you.
You what?
Leave him alone.
Huh? Come on. You what?
Let me lock you up?
Yeah. You got a badge? Come on.
My dad's on 3rd right now. I'll sue you.
3rd District? My dad's at work. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll sue your TV station.
Okay. Do that. Do that. Okay. Same to you. That guy, do you know him from somewhere?
Yeah. The grocery store where I used to demonstrate food, Grand and Magnolia.
Was he nuts?
Something like that.
Oh, he's coming back, Mom. He's coming back.
He give us.
Yeah? Yeah, come on.
Oh, Tom, come on.
Yeah. Tom, come on, quick. Tom, come on, quick.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Not me.
Hey, come on. Come on. Come on, man.
Not me, no.
Hey, man.
No,
You-
I got a bus.
You know who I am, don't you?
Yeah, I know, Tom.
Who? Hey.
Don't do this.
Why
Don't do
not?
this to me.
Come on, you know me.
No, I'm not.
You know me,
I know
don't you?
Eugene, I know you, Tom.
Yeah, I'm Eugene.
Hey.
I'm one of the Horner brothers.
Yeah, okay.
We're the Horner brothers.
Because
no.
you guys, unless you have releases and stuff to sign, but you cannot sit there.
We got releases.
Okay, well, let's sign them all first.
Okay.
But you
Go.
cannot be here unless you have purchased something.
Okay, you got beer in there?
No, we're coffee house.
Coffee house.
Sit there unless you purchase something.
The public sidewalk, Eugene. Nobody's going to stop us from going to the public sidewalk.
This is a public sidewalk. It's a public sidewalk. The public belongs on the sidewalk. It's public. It's a public sidewalk. Good grief.
Let's go.
We can stay if we buy some coffee or soda or something. You want to go or?
You want to have a cup of coffee?
Come on, Mom.
Get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, get a cup of coffee. Yep. Okay, we're gonna get a cup of coffee. Okie dokie.
Want a little ice in there?
Yeah.
Want ice in that coffee?
Want a jigger of brandy in that?
No, not hardly.
They won't serve us, Pete. What's the matter? They won't serve us?
They just said we need to move on, so...
They won't serve us.
Well, they didn't put it quite like that. They just said we need to move on, so let's move on.
I guess we'll move on.
All right,
Okay.
judging on... Yeah, that's typical Hoosier.
Get typical Hoosier. Is this a Hoosier place?
Come on, Mother Hunter.
You're a Hoosier.
They ain't heavy. They're the Horner brothers. You know, listen, guys, come over here. I don't like the treatment you got at that coffee house. I don't think they wanted your business.
I don't think so either, you know. So I just said, hey, let's go. I mean, you know.
No, you're going to take that? You're going to take that being ostracized?
Hell no.
Being treated like a leper?
Hell no.
No, but I will see that my congressman gets it.
Hell no. We won't go. Hey, we even bought coffee. They would not serve us coffee. They said we had to remove ourselves. That is public property, isn't it?
They did not. They did not. They did not say that at all.
They said they were going to call the fire trucks. They said they were going to call ambulance, police, maybe possibly the FBI and the bomb squad. Hey, that's when we got to leave, man. You never heard them say it, did you, Huge?
No, actually,
what
they
grabbed you
no,
and Mom so fast for?
Actually, what they said is they was gonna call a caffeine squad. They
Caffeine
knew. Yeah.
Squad. I thought they said.
No, they knew we were addicted to caffeine.
Okay.
And so, they, you know, that's the reason why, like, you know, they didn't want to serve us.
How you doing there this evening?
Fine.
Very fine. Yes. Are you a student here in St. Louis? A student.
What's going on?
We're just doing a program here on Grand Street to see how nice the restaurants and taverns are, and
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm actually a physician down the street.
St. Louis U.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good hospital.
Yeah, very good.
Pretty good school. Yeah.
Sure is, yeah.
Do they have dentistry up there at Washington U?
I don't know what happens at Wash U. I'm at St. Louis U.
Well, do they have dentistry at St. Louis U?
I don't know.
No? I needed to get my teeth fixed. Look at these. You think they need to be fixed?
Sure, I think if you had them, yeah.
Yeah, if I had them. Can you pull teeth?
No.
You're not in dentistry.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Do you think there's Hoosiers down here on Grand?
Oh, no, not at all.
Good God in heaven, you are a banjo player.
Are you white trash?
Me?
Yeah. Are you white trash?
I'm not white. I'm a Nick.
You're a Nick.
Yeah.
Well, God bless America.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How about letting me pass?
Okay, I'll let you go.
Good.
Here goes to South St. Louis.
Hi. The lady down the street who got the coffee house complained at 2 o'clock.
We were there, we sat down, and she said, get up. And within about 10 seconds, we got up and left. What is she talking about?
We were going to order coffee for my mom and
she said she didn't want to take
soda.
our business, so she left. She's a nut. What happened to all the punks that used to hang out in front of that place? They're not there anymore.
Apparently they're not there right now.
Yeah, well.
Okay?
Well, fine. I mean,
do us a favor and don't block the businesses.
We're not. We left within 10 seconds after they told us to.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, officer, that those people wasted your valuable time. You could have been out arresting somebody for something they did.
Yeah.
It's a shame that the poor police that are so busy have to be called away from their vital duties because of a girl that's maladjusted.
That's right. That is right. Good grief. We just wanted a cup of coffee, a couple sodas. Look at what happened. This is a public sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk. Here we're back at the same location. We're gonna see what we can find. This place sucks. This place sucks. What do you think, customer? This place sucks. Yeah. Okay. Hey, is the manager here? Is the manager here, anybody? The manager?
Please move on.
Please move on. Okay.
No. It's Peter Parisi.
And this place really sucks. It sucks like Barney. Barney sucks. This place sucks.
Barney sucks. Barney sucks. Really, really good. Everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. Come on. Everybody listen up. Barney sucks. Barney sucks. Everybody listen up. Come on.
Barney sucks. This place sucks. It's a biker hangout. They got bikers out here. They got Hoosiers. They've got white trash. And even Barney. Barney sucks and the white Hoosier sucks. White trash sucks.
Yes, it's old Mother Horner. She sat in the corner. Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of that coffee house we were just at?
Well, it sucked.
What did you think about it, Mother Horner?
They wouldn't sell him a cup of coffee for me. I don't like them.
I agree. Here's to average, typical everyday people just trying to buy a cup of coffee. And the evil, proletarian, big minions of business stop this man from exercising his right to caffeine.
I do like my caffeine, and they would not sell me none. They would not sell me none for my mother.
This poor old mother's never done anything in her life, except she had the 3 Horner brothers. But outside of that, she's never done anything wrong. And all she wanted was a cup of coffee to soothe her tired, aching bones.
That's right. And they didn't sell me none while I will rest my legs.
They wouldn't even let her sit down there. She's 97 years old. And this is the first time she's been walking all this distance. And she was real tired. Her arthritis and her lumbago were bothering her. Her rheumatism, her gout, which, by the way, is a rich man's disease, were all bothering her. And these people at this coffee house wouldn't let her sit down.
Well, we're going to have to see something about that, by George. That's just plain terrible. They do have wheelchair ramps, but half of them are broken. Can't get into the place without wheelchair ramps. They're cracked. You can't get no wheelchair up there, so we gotta walk. Bummer, man, bummer.
But I did get to sit down at the next shop up and rest my legs, and they didn't bother me.
They're Vietnamese. They don't know any better.
Uh-huh, the Vietnamese.
How do you like this South Grand area up and down here?
I like it okay.
Okay, you think it's pretty safe?
No, I wouldn't say that.
What's the matter with it?
Well, you probably want to get in the house before it get too dark out here.
We got thrown out of a place up here. They told us we were hunkies and white trash. What do you think about this? A nice restaurant. They call us hunkies and white trash and threw us out of the place.
A respectable restaurant.
It's real respectable. It's a dump. Can you believe that?
Well, I mean, the way things are going nowadays, who knows?
Well, I'm gonna let you go. JB, or is that BJ? BJ. Billy James, right?
No, I don't give out the name.
You don't give out the name. Well, we'll just call you Billy James.
That's fine.
Well, okay, you have a nice day and enjoy this South Grand here.
I surely will.
Okay. Put it there, bro. Okay. Watch out.
You know, Tom Horner has been very critical of the people here on South Grand. But he told me before we taped this, gentleman, that this man is okay. He's one of the best people we've seen here today. And he's definitely not white trash or Hoosier.
Definitely not.
Are you telling me that you'll walk down the street on this street or down Grand at any time of the night and not be afraid that you might get jumped, hurt, or robbed, or killed?
Well, the Horner brothers are very concerned about this neighborhood. They want to keep the Hoosiers and the white trash out of here. And they haven't been too successful.
No, they haven't.
The concern I have is that the police have a vital job. They have to serve the city and protect and serve the community. And these poor policemen who are out to serve the public benefactors, were called away from their vital duties with the police department just for a couple of minutes to cater to a lady that must have had PMS. Well, actually, it's not really a bad coffee house at all. I was there several times and it was a lot of fun. We were just mad because that girl, who probably just is an employee, overreacted and called the police for no reason.
Once again, we're down at the South Broadway Athletic Club, the home of some of the finer wrestlers in the Midwest.
Let me tell you something, Harry White. I love you too, man. Look at this shirt. You look like a damn faggot. I got the pink on, but I'm not a faggot, even though I love men. But your shirt, I love everything about it, Harry. Give me that shirt. It looks like something a damn faggot would wear. Are you a gay person, Harry? You're not a gay person, are you? You're no damn faggot, are you? No way. You're the man. You're Harry White. I love this shirt. Turn around, show it to it. Look at that. Look at that shirt on the back of his shirt. That's tragic. Get over here. If you're going to be on TV with me, I want you to make things better. You dress a little better when you get on TV with me, you damn squirrely-ass punk. Ah!
The dump truck Dave Perry returning here to South Broadway. And now here comes the crazy man, the wild man, the dump truck himself, Dave Perry.
I was up in the dressing room trying to talk to Moondog, and you know, he doesn't talk. He just barks.
That's all I've heard him doing since he came into the auditorium here. Now there you see him outside, and oh, here comes Perry out. Now they're both going to be outside, and that's not a good place for him to be. They tie up. Moondog with a punch to the head. Now Perry picks up a chair. He's got the chair, and it's on top, but he just stands there. Perry waylaid the Moondog with the chair once, then now twice. And now it's the Moondog with the chair. And Perry. This one's out of control. Costa is called for the bell. This one's out of control. And these guys have went crazy. Moondog with the bone. We're going to try to stay with this as long as we can. Costa is trying to get the Moondog back. The dog handler's trying to get him back. He's got him by the nape of the hair. Perry making his way back into the ring. I'm sure Costa disqualified him. Counted him outside. We'll try to get the official announcement.
Oh my God.
As you can see, Perry is the worse for wear.
Scientists think that most colds are caused by extremely small microorganisms called viruses. Viruses, and there are many different kinds of them, can be scattered with each particle of saliva and mucus. When one sneezes or coughs, for instance. But do not think for a moment that cold-producing viruses are spread only by sneezing and coughing. If by some magic the tiny particles of saliva and mucus could be made visible as a black smudge, we quickly would realize in how many other ways we are apt to scatter bacteria and viruses all around us. For instance, Jane here has a cold. Look at that smudge. Look at those germs she leaves on the doorknob. And here's Bob's hand picking them up. Bob, his hand now covered with germs picked up from that doorknob, transfers them to a book. Sue, having the bad habit of wetting her finger to turn pages, carries the germs from the book to her mouth, and then passes them along with a pencil to Anne. Anne carries them home and leaves them on the family's dinner table. Yes, even during an ordinary conversation, saliva and mucus particles escape our mouth and easily reach others who inhale them as they breathe. Just remember how breath becomes visible on a cold day. How then, with so many germs surrounding us, can we avoid having colds all the time?
Fine. Yes, I'd love to. Thanks, Gene. I'll be there. 2 o'clock. Goodbye. You know, 3 weeks ago, I couldn't have accepted that invitation. Like so many people these days, we live in the suburbs, and Dave needs the car every day for business. When he was gone, I was practically a prisoner in my own home. I couldn't get out to see my friends, couldn't take part in PTA activities. I couldn't even shop when I wanted to. I had to wait till Thursday night after Dave brought the car home. But that's all changed now. 3 weeks ago, we bought another Ford, the new low-priced custom line Victoria. Isn't it stunning? Dave has it all to himself, and I now have the ranch wagon all to myself. It's a whole new way of life. Now I'm free to go anywhere, do anything, see anybody anytime I want to. It's only good common sense. Why be stuck with one expensive car when you can enjoy all the fun and freedom of 2 fine Fords?
Hey, girls don't go to Motoramas dressed in a pair of pink pajamas.
Maybe they don't, but I don't care. Haven't got a single thing to wear.
Quick, please, a gown.
Ooh, I'll be the talk of the town. Oh, my.
Go after it, fly.
I followed my heart through the night past 1,000 windows, yellow with light. Down, down it fell, and it landed in the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. I'm a girl who happens to think that a brand new car is better than mink.
Excited?
Delighted. So glad I got invited.
Since it's just a dream and involves no money, which one would you like me to buy you, honey?
They're all so beautiful, I really don't know, so let me go down, get the lowdown, and look at each one much closer. I want a Corvette.
I thought you would.
Ooh, I want a Pontiac too.
Okay, we'll have the usual 2-car garage. How do you feel about this fine Oldsmobile?
It's easy to see myself taking the wheel.
This Buick's a beaut.
I'll try it. Ooh, what a dreamy ride. I think that we ought to buy it.
Let's go all out and buy a Cadillac too.
I can hardly wait for this dream to come true.
Hey, lady, your apron is showing. Better get her into the kitchen quick.
Just like a man, you give him a break, and you end up in the kitchen baking a cake. But this was a kitchen like none I'd seen. Put a card in the slots, and onto the screen pops a picture of just how your dish will look, plus all the ingredients you need to cook. No need for the bride to feel tragic. The rest is push-button magic. So whether you bake or broil or stew, the Frigidaire kitchen does it all for you. Don't have to be chained to the stove all day. Just set the timer and you're on your way. Tick-tock, tick-tock, I'm free to have fun around the clock. Jeepers, I'm exhausted. The kitchen of tomorrow is calling me. My cake is ready.
the show. Everybody on stage. And now, a glamorous dancer in a special number, Dance of Tomorrow.
Everyone says the future is strange, but I have a feeling some things won't change.
Well, some General Motors stuff, cars and modern kitchens from the 1950s. Now, did you ever think that things back then were better than they are now? Things are getting worse, not better. You think things are getting better? Well, they're not. They're getting worse. And you can tell by just watching this tape. Things are definitely, continually getting worse.
There was a crowd gathered down by the river where me and Betty Thompson used to play.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if they had enough water.
Why, you know it's Slim.
To wash old Lester Harper's sins away. Heard beside me whisper, he's too lost to say. They were down by the river on that Lincoln County shore, singing peace in the valley and pray to never starve. I'm going to play it now.
Oh, yes.
I was scared and I didn't get too close.
Oh, you didn't, Slim.
Thought they said something was a-burning.
A-burning?
Well, I heard them say something about the Holy Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
They waded in the water. She said, don't let him go.
Don't you dare.
They were down by the river on that Lincoln County shore. Singing peace in the valley and pray to never stop Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
Something was a-burning. And I heard them say something about the Holy Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
They waded in the water. She said, don't let him go. All right now, they were down by the river on that Lincoln County shore, singing peace in the valley and pray to never starve. Well, it's free to never starve.
At this point, Your Honor, I would like to show that my client had no intentions of committing a holdup. And I intend to prove that point beyond the slightest shadow of a doubt. Your Honor, when my client went into that pawn shop, he went in there with a gun that could not possibly be fired under any circumstance whatsoever. And right here and now, I intend to offer conclusive proof to that statement. Your Honor, you can pull the trigger of this revolver as much as you please, and it will not... Your Honor, I would like to ask the court's permission to resign from the case. Yes. Remove a counselor for the defense from this courtroom.
Serena from the Aleem Dance Academy.
Country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. I took a little nap with a roots all twist, squished a rotten peach in my fist, and dreamed about you, woman. I poke my finger down inside, make a little room for an ant to hide. Nature's candy in my hand, or can, or pie. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out! Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out!
Yes, Peaches and Cream, the world famous Tessa and her friend Marty.
This is the land of sky blue waters, land of cool enchantment. Listen.
From the land of sky blue water, from the land of pines, lofty balsams, comes a beer refreshing, has a beer refreshing.
Hams. Yes, from the land of sky blue waters to you comes hams.
I walked to this world all by myself, and I'm gonna walk back again. But you just can't understand. You just can't understand. I need whatever you can ever give me, just with your hand. Sometimes we're just another day. I wonder will you go to heaven anyway? Giving somebody stuff to get they care. Well, I did. But you just can't understand, baby. You just can't understand. I'm trying to tell you I'll be wasting my time. 'Cause you just can't understand. No, you just can't understand.
Wealthy landowners, or hacendados, who represented a tiny fraction of the people, still held over 90% of Mexico's productive soil. On these great farms, the peasants who had always fought their country's battles, done its humblest work and lived the hardest lives, reaped perpetual poverty and debt in return for perpetual labor. Of all the population groups in Mexico, the peon had been promised the most and given the least. Once in office, President Cardenas lost no time in tackling anew the almost hopeless task of making good the promises of the revolution. Acting upon the Constitution of 1917, he ordered great haciendas broken up by surveyors into the small communal farms, or ejidos, traditional in ancient Mexico. Demonstrators were sent out by the government to cooperative farms,
to teach peasants how to operate machinery in place of the crude tools which had been in use from the time of their ancestors.
Baby, it looks like it's gonna hail. Baby, it looks like it's gonna hail. You better come inside, let me teach you how to jive and wheel. Oh, you gotta jump jiving, then you really 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 gotta jump jiving, then you really. Papa's in the icebox looking for a can of ale. Papa's in the icebox looking for a can of ale. Mama's in the backyard learning how to jive and wheel. Oh, you gotta jump jiving, then you really 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 gotta jump jiving, then you will. A woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. A woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. One good thing about him, he knows how to jive and wheel. Oh, you gotta jump jiving, then you really 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 gotta jump jiving.
Right now we have a very sad task. We have some very sad news. In the fall of 1996, when this show is being taped, we had called Pat Davis to say hello to her. And unfortunately, we found out about a week earlier she had passed away of a brain hemorrhage. So the great Pat Davis, St. Louis's #1 lounge singer, is no longer with us. You know, it seems that so many people die, and it's so sad. But it's mostly sad for the people that are left behind. I'm sure if there is such a place as heaven, Pat Davis will be there. So we'd like to salute the great, the late, the wonderful lady, Pat Davis.
The moon look lonesome shining through that tree. Don't that moon look lonesome shining through the tree? Don't your arms feel lonesome when your baby backs off to leave? I'm going up to the mountain, call that baby of mine. I'm going up to the mountain, call that baby of mine. Something tells me he's not coming back this time. Would like to go to the country, can't take you. I'm going to the country, can't take you. There's nothing there a man like you can do. Got a face like a fish, feet like a frog. When he loves me, hot dog, I love that man. Better than I do myself. But I'm all alone up on that shelf. Don't the moon look lonesome shining through that tree? Don't that moon look lonesome shining through that tree? Don't your arms feel lonesome when your baby backs off to leave? Now you boogie it, Danny. a fish, feet like a frog. When he loves me, hot dog, I love that man. Better than I do myself. But I'm all alone upon that shelf. Don't that moon look lonesome shining through that tree? Don't that moon look lonesome shining through that tree? Don't your arms feel lonesome when your baby backs off to leave? What you are, unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way, and forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible, someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.